You're sitting there wondering how she moved on so fast, how she's smiling in selfies, going on dates, laughing like your absence doesn't weigh on her, it stings. Not just because you miss her, but because it feels like none of it mattered, like you were easy to forget. But here's something you probably don't know. Women don't feel the breakup when it happens. They feel it later. You feel it now because you gave your all. But she started disconnecting long before she left. She cried beside you while you were trying to fix it. She emotionally detached while pretending everything was okay. So when the relationship ended, she wasn't heartless. She was already gone. But that doesn't mean she won't feel it. Oh, she will. Not during the rush of attention or the distraction of something new. She'll feel it when things quiet down, when the world stops spinning and she's alone with her thoughts. That's when the memories creep in. That's when the gravity of your absence hits her, and by then, you're already gone emotionally. You're not the man waiting by the phone. You're not the one hoping for closure. You've started evolving. That's the twist she didn't see coming. Because while she ran towards something new, you turned inward and chose to rebuild. And that choice, that's what she'll feel most. Not your words, not your silence. But the man you're becoming in her absence, the one she can no longer reach. Most men think silence is weakness. They think not reacting means you don't care, but silence, when rooted in strength, is louder than any outburst. You didn't go quiet because you were broken. You went quiet because you chose to honor yourself. While she's chasing distractions, filling voids with empty connections, you're pouring into yourself. And that kind of silence. It's magnetic. It's the kind that gets noticed, even if it's never mentioned. She'll feel it in the way you no longer chase, in the absence of your name in her notifications, in the stillness where your attention used to live. Women are sensitive to energy, especially when they used to be the center of it, and when that energy disappears, it echoes. You're not giving her what she expects, no texts, no just checking in, no validation. Just space, and that space becomes a mirror. She starts questioning, starts wondering, not because you manipulated her, but because you stopped bleeding for her. Most men chase, you disappeared, and that shift forces her to feel everything she tried to avoid. Your silence isn't punishment, it's protection. It's you guarding your peace, rediscovering your edge, rebuilding your soul. And as you rise in silence, your absence becomes louder than any words you could have spoken. She doesn't know who you are anymore, and that's the point. You're becoming the version of yourself who no longer needs to explain, prove, or beg. And in that stillness, you reclaim everything she mistook for weakness. That's power, quiet, grounded, unstoppable power. What she thought was freedom will one day feel like a loss, because she didn't expect you to change. She thought you'd linger, emotionally orbiting her, waiting for her to come back. That's the story she told herself. That's how she justified leaving. But you didn't follow the script. You didn't chase. You leveled up. And now, she's looking back, not because she loves you again, but because the world doesn't feel the same without you in it. The conversations are shallow. The attention is cheap. The presence of others doesn't compare to the weight of yours. She didn't miss you at first, but now, in the quiet, she does. Not the man who begged. Not the man who lost himself trying to hold her. She misses the man who smiled with purpose, the one who didn't shrink, the one who had boundaries and ambition. That man, the one you're becoming again, haunts her. Because she realizes she didn't just walk away from a relationship. She walked away from a once, in a lifetime man, and now she has no access. That's what stings, not your silence, but your evolution. She expected weakness. She got detachment. She expected longing. She got distance. And now she scrolls through your page, rereads your old texts, and wonders if she still lives in your head. But she doesn't. She used to be the sun. Now she's a shadow, and the man she left behind is no longer standing still. He's moving forward, becoming someone even he admires. That's the version she can't forget. You didn't heal to get her back. You healed because you finally realized she was never your source of worth. You stopped asking, why did she leave? And started asking, why did I tolerate that? You turned inward. You let the pain burn through you instead of running from it. And that pain it carved out space. Space for growth, clarity, peace. While she was chasing distractions, you were chasing purpose. That's what sets you apart. She left because she thought something better was waiting. Freedom, excitement, maybe even another man. But what she didn't expect was that you wouldn't follow, that you wouldn't fall apart, that instead of proving your worth to her, you'd prove it to yourself. And when she comes back, and trust me, they often do, you won't need to decide from emotion. You'll choose from strength. Not every return deserves a reunion. Sometimes the woman who left is only coming back because she misses the energy she used to take for granted. And that's not love. That's reaction. Your job is to know the difference, because now you're not healing for her. You're healing for the future version of you, the one who doesn't seek validation, the one who doesn't wait for closure. You are the closure. Her regret doesn't stem from loneliness. It stems from watching you thrive in her absence. And that reality, it hurts more than any silence ever could, because you didn't replace her. You reclaimed yourself. And now the man she thought she left behind has become the man she'll never deserve again. She thought you'd be the one hurting first, that you'd break, beg, plead. But what she didn't expect was for you to become unreadable, emotionally distant, unavailable, and calm. Not bitter, not cold, just free. That emotional unavailability, it's not a wall, it's a filter, a boundary, a signal that not everyone gets access anymore. You no longer give your energy freely. You no longer explain yourself to people who dismissed your depth. And that's what truly shakes her, not the breakup, but the new reality where you don't need her anymore, where you're building a life she's no longer invited to. That's real closure. You didn't post about it. You didn't announce your glow up. You just kept growing, quietly, steadily, and she felt it. She still does. Every moment she stalks your page, every time she hesitates before sending that message, she's hoping the man she left is still waiting. But he's not. He's gone. Replaced by someone stronger, wiser, sharper. Someone who doesn't chase what walked away. If she comes back, it won't be because of love. It'll be because of absence. The hollow space where your energy used to live. But absence is not a reason to reconcile. Your silence, your peace, your glow, it all speaks for you now. You don't need to respond. You don't need to return. You don't even need to remember. Because this time, you didn't just move on. You elevated, and when she finally realizes what she lost, you'll be long gone. Not bitter, not broken, just better.